Hello, welcome to Paint My Rainbow. My name is Kendra. Thank you for joining me today. This is my first video and I'm excited to be doing this. I've also procrastinated this video for quite some time, so I'm here finally and it feels pretty good. I also am not going to be editing very much, but I already took a video and then decided to delete that video, so there's a good chance that we're gonna make it through this one. So I'm here to discuss life, reality, consciousness, spirituality, why we're here on earth, what your calling is, what my calling is, what's the point, are there aliens? All the things are going to be discussed in this room, and I'm really excited about that. So most of it, I don't know if I already said this, is going to be unedited. So I'm going to try my best to not get super personal because, well, it's about real life and getting real here, so you're going to get to know me on a level. There's lots of things. So this today is going to be about judgment, self-judgment, and judging other people. Something that's been coming up for me because, well, I'm a human and we all judge things. We judge each other, we judge ourselves probably more than anything. And I realized, it's like I had an epiphany the other day that all my judgments towards myself and other people were just like boxing me up to the point of, separation. And also, when you're judging a person about anything, you're in a way saying that you have the right answer. And that's hard for me too, because I know that I don't have all the answers. I know nothing really. Just floating around on planet Earth and space and trying to figure it out. So, judgment is a thing. And a friend and I were discussing something the other day, and in that discussion I was giving him advice on what I thought he was doing wrong in a situation, but I wasn't intentionally doing that. What I was intentionally doing is just giving him advice in general. But then the more I contemplated that discussion later that evening, I realized in my advice, I was in some way saying that what he was doing was wrong, and that it was a big mistake, basically. And in all of my life, in my 34 years of existence, I've realized that all the mistakes that I've made in my life have been the greatest lessons that I have ever learned, and cherish them so much. Like, all the hardest things in my life have been the biggest catalysts for me to make changes in my life. So I'm really thankful for them, and I'm thankful for the people that helped in the co-creating of that crazy experience, or beautiful experience, depending on how you look at it. So it just made me realize, after, understanding, wow, like me giving him this as advice is telling him in some way that he's doing something wrong, when in all my experience it tells me that every time someone is making a decision that could turn around and bite your face off, that's going to be such a great lesson for him and everyone else involved. And, just him talking to me about it was a great lesson for me and my own journey. So then as I went deeper down that rabbit hole of judgment and how I judge myself, and how when we're judging others, we're really judging ourselves, because we're all one. You know, what you do to one, you do to yourself, and I truly do believe that. Because I do believe we are all one. So, you know, that's for another day. So, I looked at how I judge myself and what labels I put on myself, and how in every label I put on myself, I was in some way separating myself from other people. And labeling other people was also separating myself from me. And I feel like we're in a society that is constantly labeling ourselves, especially now, social media and, you know, the interwebs. It's just, you know, I'm straight, I'm gay, I'm queer, I'm black, I'm white, I'm Muslim, I'm Buddhist, I'm Christian, I'm Jehovah's Witness, Mormon, whatever it is. In some way, you're building like a shield around yourself that's like, I'm this, so, like, in a way I'm better than you, or I'm this, so I can only go to these certain places, and I can only experience these certain experiences, and, you know, whatever the case may be, it's like we're building this armor around ourselves, and the only thing we're doing is cutting everyone out, cutting every experience out. And I think most of these just labels come from fear, like you needing to be able to connect to other people and be like, or feel special in a way. You know, in my own experience, veganism, something that I started back in 2006, grew up on meat and potatoes, loved meat, had no idea people didn't eat meat, was also from a very small town, so don't judge me. So I thought meat was like literally a part of every meal. I thought you needed it in every meal. So when I went to this Warped Tour concert thing in Portland, Oregon, I saw this PETA booth, and I started watching these videos they were playing, and it broke my heart. And from that day, I was like, I can never eat meat again. Like, I can never eat meat again. And to this day, I try not to eat meat. I've gone back and forth. The longest stretch of no meat was 8 years. I feel tremendous guilt when I eat meat. I don't know if that's a box that I put around myself, or if it's just I have more compassion at this point for living things, and whatever, you know, that's just the way it is for me at this moment. And maybe that'll change, and maybe I'll just be like pro meat and you only eat meat and it's the best. But that's where I'm at right now. So, but putting myself in that vegan box, and then everyone else that was eating meat, I was like judging them. Like, do you know what you're eating? Do you know what this is doing to the environment? Like, if you only could go to a slaughterhouse and see what they're doing to these animals and blah, 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 blah. Like, so much anger and shit coming up inside of me because of this box that I put myself in. After that, you know, the list goes on. The government, the food, vaccinations, oil, you know, all the things that you can look at and be like, how and why? And what's the point? But in all actuality, I don't have an answer. I really don't. I don't have an answer, but I know that at this point in my life, I cannot judge those things. It's not my business what you're doing with your body, what you're putting in your mouth, the food you eat, things you drink, anything. Like, all it does is just build all these things about why and how we are completely separate from each other when we are not. We are all connected to each other. And only the mind needs to build some sort of like logical box form around anything. It's just the mind. It's an illusion that the mind will take you down these little rabbit holes where you keep going down them and you have conversations with people and things in your head. And please don't put me in the loony bin for this, because I know it's happening to all of you. Discussions, like those discussions in your head, are in some way improving your life. They're not. They're not improving your life. And that's it. Judging other people doesn't improve your life. Judging yourself does not improve your life. You can be present and make conscious decisions about what you want to do for yourself and let everything else go. And it feels really freeing. When I had this realization about my judgment towards my friend the other night, then that just led to more things in my life that I realized that I was being judgmental, even though I feel like I'm a pretty loving, kind, compassionate person. And when I'm giving advice, it is because I feel like I am being loving, compassionate, a good friend, a good family member. So now I can just let go of even those and just in discussions, just be happy for people when they're going through things, because it's the best. It is the best lesson. All life is teaching you something. It's like, are you listening or not? And that's basically it. That's my discussion for the day. I hope that you can find a place in yourself where you can be loving and compassionate towards you. You can love yourself for who you are in this moment. You can love your body at this particular second and value it so much, because this is your lovely meat suit that you're in on planet Earth right now. And hating it is only going to hurt you. So love your body. Start doing stuff that makes you happy. Go on a walk. Let the rain hit your face. Don't judge it. Say, thank you, rain. Thank you for watering all the beautiful Oregon plants. Because I'm from Oregon and it rains a bit. And I've had a hard time sometimes. But you can get over it. And you can be thankful. And in that thanks for it, it's so relieving, because then you don't have to go out and hate the weather you're walking into. So that's nice. Let's see. That is my discussion for the day. I love you all. I'm looking forward to co-creating with you. I'm looking forward to your feedback. Please let me know what you thought of this video, if it touched you in any way, if it made you have any sort of realizations, if you just want to say hi to me, whatever, please comment below. Please subscribe to my channel and like it if you did. I look forward to the next lesson in life that I can learn from and then share with you. Have a good day.